All right, let's look at the homework 1.1, problem number 3. All right, so we have 2 points given, and we want to find, first we want to plot those points. All right, so let's find the correct one. All right, so first point is negative 2/3 comma negative 1/3. Right, 2/3 is a positive number, so it should be to the right of the y-axis. So first picture is completely wrong. And the second picture would look okay. Let's see. So negative 1/3, so looks reasonable. And then we have 5, 6, comma 1. So looks like this is going to be the correct picture. So here, let's for the heck of it, let's look at the other ones. Let's see. Let's see that. This one might. Let's see. If it's a 5, 6 is bigger than 2/3. So third picture is not the right picture. And fourth one is completely wrong because you can see that this is a positive x coordinate, but it's sitting on the left of the y-axis. Right? So we have that. So let's check that first. Go ahead and submit for testing. All right, looks like we got this picture correctly. All right, so let's look at the part B. We want to find the distance between these 2 points. All right, so let's do that. All right, so we just have to go through the distance formula. All right, so we can just probably just name this guy maybe x1, and this is y1, and x2 and y2. All right. So distance formula goes d is equal to square root of, all right, so x2, it really doesn't matter which way to go, but x2, which is 5 over 6 minus x1, 2/3 squared plus 1 minus negative 1/3. Can I write a plus 1/3? Right, squared. Right, so if you simplify that, you're going to get the square root of, right, taking a common denominator, so it's going to be, that'll be 6. So you have a 5 minus, let's see, so you have to multiply 3 by 2 to get 6. So 2 times 2, so it's a minus 4. Right, then we just need to square that. Plus, right, so 1 plus 1/3, 1 is 3 over 3, so it's going to be 4 over 3 squared. Right, then we have to take the square root of, right, so we have to square this, so 6 squared would be 36. Right, and then 5 minus 1, 4 is 1, and the square, so it's going to be just 1 over 36. Plus, we have 3 squared would be 9, right? Then 4 squared would be 16, right? Then again, we have to take the common denominator. In this case, 36 is the common denominator, and so we can keep 1 here. All right, so we need to multiply 9 by 4 to get to 36. So we have to multiply 16 by 4. All right, so let's see, 6 times 4 is 24, and 1 times 4 is 4, so it's a 24, 2 plus 4, so 64. All right, so this is going to be, it's a square root of, right, square root of 65 over, let's see, square root of 36 is 6 times 6 is 36, so that's going to be 6. Right, so we have square root of 65 over 6. Right, so let's type it in. And we got the square root of 65 over 6. Right, so let's submit for testing. All right, it came back and looks like we got the distance correctly. All right, so let's move on to part C. we want to find the midpoint of the line segment joining the points. All right, so let's do that. All right, so in order to find the midpoint, all you really have to do is find the average of the x coordinates and find the average of the y coordinates. All right, so all you have to do is, x coordinate is 2/3, and then the other x coordinate is 5/6. Then you just need to divide by 2, right? And the y coordinate is -1/3 and plus 1. Then we just divide by 2, right? So this is going to be equal to, right? So common denominator, so it's a 6. And we need to multiply by 2, so it's going to be 4 plus 5, so it's going to be 9, right? Then you want to divide this guy by 2. Right, I'll do that later. All right, and here you have 1 is 3/3 minus 1/3, so that's 2/3, and then you divide by 2. Right. So here, this one's easy because 2 divided by 2 cancel out, so you're just going to get 1, so you get 1/3. All right, then here we just need to multiply the denominator, so it's a 6 and a 2, so it's going to be 9. Oh, actually, before we do that, why don't I do this? All right, this is a multiple of 3, so divide by 3, so you get 3. This is a multiple of 3, so divide by 3, 2. All right, so you're going to get, let's see, 3/2 divided by 2 is 3/4. Quarters. All right, then you have a 1/3. All right. All right, so 3/4, 1/3 is the midpoint. So let's type it in. 3/4, 1/3. All right, let's check the answer. Submit for testing. All right, it came back and looks like we got this one correctly. All right, that's it. I hope that this was clear.